Now, and we turn now to a new series kicking off here on Good Morning Connecticut about the challenges of caregiving.
Talking about those of you caring for loved ones with Alzheimer's disease or other types of dementia. Some of you know my mother was diagnosed with early onset dementia 2 years ago. And one of the big issues a lot of families have to deal with early on is how to take the car keys away because driving has become too dangerous.
Nick and Cheryl Yanesey were high school sweethearts. They drove down the East Coast for their honeymoon.
Nick, you're gonna get in the car, honey.
But now, after 40 years together and a recent Alzheimer's diagnosis, Cheryl does the driving.
So what's it like having her be the driver all the time?
Scary.
Scary or not, when Nick forgot routes he'd taken so many times before, they made the decision together to move Nick to the passenger seat.
I was a strapping man,
Oh, were you?
yes, it's just I'm nothing.
You're not a nothing.
You're not a
I
nothing.
know.
Taking away the keys is like taking away a dementia patient's independence, but caregivers don't have to be the bad guys.
When someone calls the Alzheimer's Association helpline with a concern about their loved one's driving, they're given a list of assessment centers they can go to so a third party can evaluate their driving skills.
People can come to the Easter Seals Mobility Center in Meriden, where they go through extensive vision and cognitive tests.
In this screen, do you see circle A?
And sit in a driving simulator,
Most important is look down the road in front of you.
where they watch videos and react.
Out on the road, if they're really missing major environment cues like signs, lights, or delayed in terms of their reactions to other vehicles, those are usually the big red flags.
After a real road test, everyone sits down to discuss the recommendation, to drive or not to drive.
If the family member is present and they're supportive, we're gonna help you out. We're going to have a schedule. We're going to arrange a volunteer driver.
Cheryl and Nick still travel. She says they now live life with adaptations.
This is a little piece of life. I know it's a big piece for Nick, but we can still get from point A to point B and have fun.
She's the best.
I love this too.
Yeah.
They're very happy and in love, and she's, they're kind of switching roles.
Adaptations.
She's a little in charge. Yeah, exactly. It's interesting to talk about how to introduce this conversation.
Yep.
So with some people who could say, hey, did you hear about that accident on the news the other day or something like that. But also we have this amazing kit from the Alzheimer's Association that talks about at the crossroads, and it's got all sorts of information in here, pamphlets and different things to talk about how to initiate the conversation. This comes from the Alzheimer's Association, and it comes from the Hartford as well, talking about driving. So we'll put some information on our website, and then we have a new topic next week. Next Tuesday, we're going to talk about caregivers, and a lot of them are younger and younger. We're going to talk about a 27-year-old woman. She lives and takes care of her 63-year-old mom who has dementia. So we're going to give some tips on how to survive that and how to deal, because it's very important. You talked about this last year in my series, survival, making sure that you're an okay caregiver and that you're in a good place so that you can be good for that person.
Yeah, no doubt. And sometimes the most difficult conversations to start are the most important ones to have.